Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, let's get original crew, man. We're back. Man, we're back with another body count for us today. Today's body count, we have, man, killer husband realizes wife is still breathing. We got another one of those. I'll be repetitive with the titles now, don't you see? But with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's...
Lock it in with a thumbs up.
You ready, see?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
The man you are looking at is 37-year-old Tom Grayley. You're about to hear his story as to why his wife, Nicole, is currently lying on their living room floor unresponsive.
What happened? How did she end up on the floor?
We took a shower. She wasn't feeling good. We took a shower. We went out to the couch. She said she wasn't feeling good. She got down on the floor and she fell over. I tried getting her up. I got some water. I threw some water on her. She didn't wake up.
What Tom is leaving out of his story is that Nicole is covered from head to toe in fresh cigarette burns and bruises and is clearly a recent victim of domestic violence.
Anyone know what happened to her recently?
I have no idea.
Although Tom seems to think he can act his way out of this one, he is about to get a rude awakening. The EMTs inside the house managed to bring Nicole back to life.
Come on.
Pulse return. Cut down. Cut down, ready. Don't worry about the heat.
The look of relief. As you can see, Tom is
he saying, can I please put my hands above my head? You want to look in? I don't think.
ecstatic to learn that his dying wife has a pulse, so much so that he thanked God for this miracle.
Don't worry about the heat.
Just kidding. As soon as Tom noticed that his wife was still alive and breathing, he instinctively looked away from her. He then realized that Nicole could wake up and expose him for hurting her, and his so-called panic attack continued.
Sit up!
You need to stop. You are going to fall off the step and you are going to hurt yourself. Slow your breathing down. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. You'll catch your breath. Deep breaths. Do it for your kids. Calm down.
My face is going numb. Get my hands up.
Sir, what do you want me to do for
My
you?
face is going numb. I can't breathe. Get my hands above my head so I can expand my lungs. Come on, please.
You're going to end up in the back of my car if we don't stop. Your kids are right here. You need to calm down for them. Did you take any narcotics or any other drug today that is affecting the way you are acting?
By this point, all of the first responders were over Tom's theatrics. What we haven't showed you is that Tom has been acting this ridiculous since the moment they arrived 40 minutes earlier.
I need you outside with me, okay?
I want to be with my kids.
I understand that, but I need you
I'm not
outside.
leaving my kids, sir. Can I be with my kids for a minute? Get a hold of
Sir, I need
somebody?
to. Listen, I'm trying to figure out what is going on so I can help
I
her.
told you as much as I can. Can I please have a moment with my kids and try to
Okay.
get a hold of somebody for my kids?
I need your help with this so we can help her.
Can you give me a minute? Can you leave me alone, please?
But now it was clear that Tom had run out of energy, so the deputies decided to wait for their sergeant to tell them what their next step should be. In the meantime, they checked in with the EMTs to see how Nicole was doing.
Do you think it's drug overdose or?
We had a return of pulse. She's at 95 for pulse right now. She's still unresponsive to us.
You don't think any of this is from when she fell?
No, not for that.
The medics weren't sure how long Nicole would make it if she didn't get to a hospital soon. However, the closest available hospital was about 35 miles away.
I say a helicopter for this.
Are we able to get a helicopter started over to UAT over?
I can try.
It's just a pretty critical patient.
Unfortunately, getting Nicole airlifted to the hospital would be
What is
impossible
it?
because all local helicopters were grounded due to severe winds of more than 50 miles per hour.
We have a post-arrest. Looks to me from blunt force trauma.
But there should still be a hospital, I feel like, within every 20 minutes, bro. 45 minutes out from the nearest hospital, to me, that's too far of a distance. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just talking about this recently, you know? And that's a life or death situation. Ambulance ain't got everything that's they're not fully equipped to, you know what I'm saying, for everything.
I guess also like when you choosing to stay where you.
But everybody
what?
Because I thought about that in my head, but everybody ain't able to stay. You know, a lot of people back home stay out 40 minutes out in the country. They ain't got a... Same shit. What's the nearest hospital for y'all? How far?
10-15 minutes.
But that's in a whole nother city, though.
It's 10 to 15 minutes.
For us, when they shut down ours, it was 30 minutes one way, 40 minutes the other way. And but think about for my pops now, even further away.
Yeah, it's further for them, yeah.
Because she's covered head to toe in bruises. She had some teeth knocked out. I was trying to get a helicopter out. Yes.
With a chopper out of the equation, EMS had no choice but to drive Nicole to Geauga Hospital. As they were preparing things, Sergeant Matt Johns finally arrived to the sight of Tom burritoed in a blanket in his front doorway.
All right, I want you to stand up. Hey, tell us what's going on here so we can figure this out. You're laying down. He's cuffed. This ain't happening. So we need to put him in a police car. So yes, that's laying there. Okay. Once we get in our car, then we can start to sort through this in a rational, logical way. But when you're laying in the doorway and there's kids crying, that's not helpful. Don't you agree, Tom? You can take your breath and it's warm.
Heat.
Yes, it's warm. It's warm in there.
Heat high. High.
Okay. Sit tight in there.
Can I get my hands above my head?
Nope. Sit there.
How many hands?
Okay, what's happening?
After the deputies gave Sergeant Johns a quick rundown of the situation, he went inside to ask the kids if they saw what happened to their mom.
Where did you see Mom at when she couldn't breathe? This is... Okay. Is it wet because he put some water on Mom to try to help her?
Just as Sergeant Johns was finishing his tour of the house, the EMTs were beginning their departure to Geauga Hospital.
Female's being transported to Geauga.
Okay.
She has, they think a broken jaw. Her teeth are all broken.
Okay.
Her eye is all cut up. This eye is all bruised, swollen shut.
Okay.
Her legs are covered in bruises. Her arms.
New stuff or old stuff?
The face is brand new.
Okay.
It was around this time that Tom's parents unexpectedly arrived at the scene.
Yes, really short.
Juanita Grayley, who is Tom's sister and auntie to his children, showed up a few minutes later.
How bad is Nikki? Can you guys tell me that?
No.
No. Where did you guys take her?
Geauga.
I'm pretty familiar with a lot of things that go on here.
Is that right? Okay.
I come out here a lot. The kids will tell you that.
Yeah.
I've been to check on Nikki a few times.
Okay. Maybe, Deputy Gerke, you want to speak to her outside so that everybody in the whole world doesn't have to hear everything?
Yeah.
Just as they exited the house, the lead investigator, Lieutenant Sean Ward, arrived at the scene just in time to join in on the conversation.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I've been out here to check on Nikki a couple times.
Okay.
I know that my brother has been physically abusive to her in the past. Last time I was out here was probably about 2 weeks ago, and Nikki was unrecognizable.
What do you mean unrecognizable?
Honestly, I've been in fear to contact you guys. She's asked me not to contact you guys. I just know that he doesn't like the cops and that he's kind of trained the kids the same way. I think Tom needs help. Tom is like a conspiracy theory.
Only help he needs is a jail cell.
What you said?
Help, like... It's crazy how we, like, a lot of people, first time when the abuse is going on, they need help. No, they need to be locked the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what help? Like, let's be real. What help is there to give them? You know? Therapy? Because I thought he was in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I thought he was off the ground a little bit. If you catch my other drift, what I'm saying. Thought he was a little lifted. That's how he acts.
Like.
He acts like he's lifted a little bit. So
he's stubborn. I love him, but he's my brother, and he's
Juanita didn't mince her words while detailing her brother's abusive nature. However, even though Juanita's statement is a valuable piece of the puzzle, the only ones who were actually present that night, other than Tom and Nicole, were the kids. So they asked the family if they could speak with the kids alone.
Until we figure out what's going on, I don't want anybody in this house.
Don't be afraid to talk to these guys, okay? They're here to help. They're here to help you, okay?
And your mom.
And your mom. They need to know what happens and what goes on here, okay?
The kids seemed terrified, so Juanita was allowed to stay with them while they answered the deputy's questions.
I know that Daddy's told you guys not to talk to people, but sometimes you have to. Have they been fighting the past couple of days like they do when Aunt Nita comes out to visit and check on you guys? Yes? They have been? Just whatever you guys can remember, we need to talk to these guys and we need to talk to them, okay? And this will help your mom and this will help your dad get the help that he needs, hopefully.
It seemed like it was going to take some time for the kids to open up, so Lieutenant Ward and Sergeant Johns checked in with Tom in the back of the cruiser, hoping that he was ready to spill the beans.
If you're in handcuffs, you're in the back of the police car, and advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you for the law.
While Lieutenant Ward read Tom his rights, Sergeant Johns secretly placed his body cam on the passenger seat to record their conversation.
Tom, look at me. You guys ever get physical?
Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
One favor, and I'll talk to you for hours if you want.
What do you need?
Let me go in and sit with my kids and hold my kids, because I'm going to need to give you things anyway.
You're going to need to give me things?
I want to give you things. I have tons of things to give you.
Like what?
Boxes of stuff.
Boxes of
Boxes of what?
Like what?
Tons of stuff. I don't know.
That doesn't help me. I'm interested in what happened tonight. Okay, Tom?
We were in the living room. We started arguing again, and she said that she didn't feel good. It fell over.
Nicole didn't sustain those injuries from falling. You know that.
I know.
I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I think things just got a little carried away tonight. Would you agree?
I'm not agreeing with that. You're trying to put me in a position I don't want to be in, and that's making me upset.
I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be in that position either. I get that. I understand.
Please just let me put my arms around my kids and give you whatever you need.
I'm not uncuffing you and having you put your arms around your children. It's not going to happen.
Since Tom was still being uncooperative, Lieutenant Ward asked Sergeant Johns to transport him to the county jail. During the 15-minute drive, Tom threw a temper tantrum in the backseat of the cruiser, alternating between...
Well, now I definitely agree with you, because I was trying to figure out, like, how far they were from, like, town.
Civilization.
Yeah. I'm like, the jail closer than the hospital.
That's a lot of places. They got a jail closer than they got a hospital.
Yeah.
If we feel like it's necessary to have a jail closed, it's necessary to have a hospital closed. At least build one nearby the hospital, because you might. I mean, at least build a jail nearby the hospital, because you might have an inmate that needs to go to the hospital and need medical attention. There's plenty of people to go to get locked up that needs medical attention. It ain't gotta be. It can be a 25 bed. Yeah. I ain't saying make a massive Vanderbilt hospital where you got a cancer and research. No, I'm saying even a 10-bed hospital just for medical emergencies.
I feel you.
15-minute drive, Tom threw a temper tantrum in the backseat of the cruiser, alternating between fake crying and lashing out at the sergeant.
You won't listen to me. Nobody will.
I am listening. Listen, we have to ride to the county jail, and I will listen to you.
Yeah, but all the things that I'm telling you I need for my evidence, you're going to destroy, because people are going to be in my house. You're not going to get it all. I've offered to give it to you, and I've tried to talk to you, and you guys just make a mockery of me. Is it not good enough that
There's always the ones like that always with the weirdest conspiracy, bro. Ain't got no... I know I'm smart. Boy, where your high school? At least your high school diploma. You even got that.
Trying to talk to you? Is it not good enough that I called for services? Is it not good enough that I tried to give you information?
It's honestly, Tom.
From nobody. I didn't do nothing. I didn't create no problems. The only thing I asked for was to give me a moment so I could calm down and counsel
crying.
When someone needs help and you want to give us a box of papers, that's no good.
You know there's nothing in my house that's going to save her. There's nothing in my house that's going to save her.
What happened to her? You were there and we weren't. And if someone could tell me what happened in your house before I got there and I could pass it on to the doctors, it might make the difference between her living and dying. So I don't want to talk about boxes of papers. So why don't we talk about what happened to her so we can help the doctors understand what's going on so they can develop a plan to help treat her and try to get her to live.
I'm not a doctor. What do you want me to tell you that's going to save her life?
What caused her injuries?
To save her life.
What caused her injuries? You can tell me what caused her injuries is a great start.
Me and her.
What does that mean?
Me and her.
That's what I
No,
said.
Because
baby,
they
don't
always
work like
do that. Hey,
Me and her.
They always do that, don't they? Don't they always do that?
Yeah.
I know firsthand that. Not from my account, but I know firsthand. What you look like that for?
But no, for real, firsthand, it's always it's you doing.
I want
to
put my hands on her.
I'm trying to choose my words wisely, but yeah, it's always their fault because they made me do what I did. No.
Accountability, bro.
It means me and her. I told the 911 dispatch. She said she wasn't feeling good and she passed out. She quit breathing.
So how did her face get all like that?
Change the subject on me.
No, I'm saying you said
Change the subject on me.
Okay.
At one point, Tom realized he needed a new strategy, so he began begging the sergeant to pull over and give him his undivided attention.
Pull over.
Pull over here.
I'm not going to pull over. I can hear you just fine. There's no reason I have to stop to be able to listen. I can listen and drive.
But you're going to miss the most important things for me.
But yet you said nothing yet.
I'm trying to tell you, but you won't listen.
However, when Tom didn't get his...
It's just a 17-mile drive.
And you think I'm about to pull up on the side of the road?
But no, I'm saying it's a 17-mile drive. Nigga, shut the fuck up till we get there.
Please be quiet.
That's like 15 minutes.
Cause he making my head hurt worse.
way, he threw another temper tantrum.
My ears are wide open. You just ain't saying nothing.
You asked me what was in the boxes, and I told you lots of things, and then you turn around and mock me like, "Oh, well, that's how that's gonna save her."
You don't care one bit about her. You could care less.
No, I don't care about a thing about you because you don't treat me like a human.
The doctors want to know about her injuries.
I tried to tell you what caused her injuries.
I don't listen good. Tell me again. My ears are open.
No.
The mother of your children is in the hospital fighting for her life. She needs somebody
to
bro. Okay. And you won't even help. You won't even say what. You won't even say what happened.
Saying what happened ain't gonna change nothing, and it ain't gonna save her life. What more do you want from me? I'm not a doctor. I'm a criminal.
That was easy.
That's how you treat me anyway. I'm done talking to you because you don't do nothing but treat me like a fool.
Well,
but he hoping
you'll have to think about that.
Well, what? I'll have to think about it. You guys have the burden of proof.
Thankfully, everything was caught on body cam, so there was plenty of proof that Tom was being difficult instead of trying to help his dying wife. The argument continued for 10 more minutes until they finally arrived at the police station.
You'll have a chance to talk to the detectives, Tom. Good evening. Thomas Grayley is going to be placed in a holding cell by himself until he's interviewed by a detective.
Okay.
While Tom was being booked into the jail, the kids were finally starting to open up back at the crime scene.
You said your mommy had the wrap on her. I saw that. But I also saw, like, the black and blue marks. What happened?
Did he hit her with something, or did he hit her? What did he hit her with?
Part of the BB gun.
Part of a BB gun?
Part of a BB gun? Where is that BB gun?
Do you know where that is?
I think it's either...
Is it a hand BB gun or is it the shotgun? Because there's different type of BB guns. There's ones that look like shotguns.
Okay.
And then there's ones that just look like a regular handgun.
Okay.
Then you got the air. But I'm saying, did he hit her with the butt of a shotgun BB gun?
Yeah.
Because it's got the butt of. Cause that's or did he hit her? And there's levels to BB guns. You got the plastic joints. And then you got the joints that literally feel like
force. I'm pretty sure it's still
no. That look like the little plastic one.
I'm pretty sure if you hit somebody with it hard enough, it still will do a lot of damage.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. When did that? Was that today?
I think it was last night.
Last night?
The kids said that Tom's abuse was nothing new, and Nicole was constantly injured. Because of this, her health had been slowly declining, to the point that she could no longer walk on her own.
I know.
Because that's true,
She
though.
can no longer...
You got to think about it. If you constantly going through that, your body having to constantly, try to repair itself. So eventually, your body's going to be like, hey, we too weak. The body's too weak to keep going,
The last time I was out here, I gave her a hug. I was getting ready to leave, and she whispered in my ear, "Please don't leave. He's going to show me."
After bringing Lieutenant Ward up to speed on everything the kids had told them, they were free to leave with their Aunt Juanita.
Thank you.
The investigators now believed they had enough evidence to prove Tom attacked Nicole, so they charged him with second-degree felony assault. At this point, Nicole's fate was still uncertain. She successfully made it to the Geauga Hospital intensive care unit, but remained completely unresponsive. Along with the visible injuries noted at the crime scene, Nicole also had several fractures to her ribs, face, and skull, as well as a lacerated spleen and liver. Her condition was only getting worse, so once the weather cleared up, she was transferred to a hospital in Cleveland for better treatment. Before confronting Tom again, Lieutenant Ward interviewed his inner circle, hoping to gather more evidence for an attempted murder charge. Tom's parents confirmed that Tom and Nicole's relationship wasn't very healthy, but they never saw this coming.
I mean, I've never seen him.
How knowing that you know that your son is what's up?
No, see.
You know that your son is abusive, right? The sister knows it. Y'all know it. And probably anyone else that's close to them knows like what goes on and what Nicole goes through. So how could you say that you didn't see this coming? Because it only gets worse and worse and worse and worse. So I'm confused.
Y'all know y'all son more than anybody else, bro. How Juanita saw it coming, but y'all didn't see it coming. That's all.
I just hate what I don't know.
That's denial at the utmost, bro. That's pure denial.
Yeah, well, we know he does this, but we'd never seen this. We didn't think that it'd go.
We didn't think he was gonna take it this far.
Like,
but how
what?
far did you expect him to take it, then, mother?
Hit her. We both know that he has smacked her. He's told never again. Don't let us see it. Don't let us hear about it. But anything like this, God, we had no clue.
He's a control freak. He has to be in control of everybody's life.
It seemed that everybody in Tom's life knew just how toxic he was. Even his closest friend Paul wasn't willing to vouch for him.
You had indicated that you've been friends with Thomas Grayley since elementary school.
Junior high, sixth, seventh grade.
I mean, it sounds like you were probably closer
than anybody else. Than anybody else. I mean, in all reality, which is, I guess, why I feel so guilty. He called me on the 25th in the morning, and I went out there, and Nikki was beat up.
And you said that was the 25th of October.
Yeah. It looked like she'd been punched in the nose, is what it looked like. Because right here was all black and blue, and then I was like, what the f*** is going on?
Right.
And then we went outside because I wasn't going to stand there and talk in front of the kids. He told me he punched her. Okay. He told me he punched her. He told me he did that.
The more people the lieutenant spoke to, the more clear it became that Tom's pattern of abuse had gone on for several years and had escalated exponentially over the past few months, ultimately leading to Nicole's demise. The question was, would Tom ever admit this? The answer quickly became clear as Tom fell into the same narrative that he was pushing the day before.
I tried to be as honest with you as I could yesterday, and you just pretty much took me for a joke.
No, I didn't take you for a joke.
You took me for a joke. I asked you to take me in the house, and I would give you everything I could to help you out.
In exchange for hugging your kids. You either want to discuss how Nicole sustained her injuries and how she has bruising all over her body that's in various stages of healing. How she ended up with a lacerated spleen.
So I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to give you a hard time.
Okay. Well, my question to you directly is, how did Nicole sustain the injuries this year?
And I'm not talking to you about the question.
Okay.
Well, here's my problem.
This interview's done. Okay.
Detective, can you listen to me?
No, I'm not going to. You're talking circles. I've got a search warrant to collect your DNA. That's your copy.
Everything that I say or do will be used against me in a court of law. And it doesn't matter what I say or do. My words are twisted around and
I don't need to say anything. Nicole's injuries speak volumes. Okay.
Sir, I tried to help you. I told my children
you
not
to try nothing.
I didn't try nothing. That's why I tried to give you boxes, paperwork, right?
I'm tired of hearing about paperwork.
What the fuck?
What is this paperwork gonna do? Like what? Like
because he probably even set up here and manipulated something to try to make him seem like she's the aggressor and not him.
I don't know what this means, man.
That's the reason why he keeps saying, "I got boxes of paperwork." What the fuck, nigga? Only paperwork you need is your jail inmate paperwork when you get on the yard to say what you in there for. That's the only paperwork you need in life.
And I'm just so upset because there's no possible way that I can sit back and see someone like physically.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? And like they're not, calling, or they're scared to or not able to because they said she wasn't even able to walk at some point. And not do anything. Not call, not get help, nothing. Like that breaks my heart because it's just like it don't seem like she had anyone. I don't know where her family is at. You know what I'm saying? But
unless the boxes of paperwork has to do with the confession, I'm not overly concerned about the box of paperwork.
Oh gosh.
Can I get some water, please?
Want a pop? What's that? In a cup?
Man, if you don't drink this,
can't drink it out of the bottle.
let's take control. I want to control everything.
You can have this pop. I'm not going to run out and get you a cup.
While Tom sobbed over not getting a cup for his drink, the detective outlined Nicole's extensive list of injuries once again.
Unless they're falling from a 10-story building, somebody's not going to get a lacerated spleen or liver and fractures and broken ribs. If I stand up and fall down right now, I'm not going to sustain those types of injuries. You provided no assistance whatsoever in trying to clarify what happened with Nicole. You say you love her, but your actions say something different.
Can we keep our words simple, please?
What was difficult to understand?
A lot of things are difficult to understand.
All right, I'm not going to keep going. You're bouncing around.
I'm not bouncing around. I'm confused. Okay. Can you get your piece of paper and write something for me?
No.
Here, let me get your piece of paper and write something, please.
No. I feel like everything I'm doing on my time.
Think about it, please.
What do you want me to write?
I don't know. I was going to have to take a second to think about it.
Okay.
Seeing the walls closing in on him, Tom revealed that he was actually the victim here, and Nicole was the abuser all along.
Nicole has lied to me and manipulated me and made me forget portions of my life. I was going to try to help you.
You're saying that she manipulated you and lied to you. Is that when you kick her ass?
Or did she kick her own ass?
I think
Or did she kick her own ass? Because I will be asking.
You can say whatever you want to say. Her injuries tell a different story. Her injuries speak volumes.
What do you? But I don't understand what you meant by that.
Well, you don't seem to understand much of anything. You're not going to control this. You're not going to control this interview like you controlled Nicole.
Sir, I have been as honest with you as I can. Yes, I have. I told you I can't even understand 10 years of my life. How do I make you understand it in 5 minutes?
I'm done talking to you. I'm done.
Tragically, Tom never received a cup for his soda. The interview was concluded, and he was promptly brought back to his jail cell. A few days later, Nicole finally succumbed to her injuries. Her manner of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Nicole's death resulted in Tom's felony assault charges being upgraded to aggravated murder. Tom pled not guilty and was denied bond. While sitting in the Ashtabula County Jail awaiting his trial, he made a phone call to update his mom.
Hello, this is a free call from
Thomas Greeley.
What he didn't realize was that the investigators were listening in.
How are you?
They offered me 30 to life.
Oh, did they?
I'd be 60 years old after 30 years.
So you're going to trial then, right?
That's why some of the investigators starting to investigate.
All I'm going to say is you don't want them digging through your stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck are you talking about, Mama?
Right?
Miss, I never
Wait,
saw
but they listening. So hold on. Let's just see.
But still, what the hell is she talking about,
What
Miss?
stuff?
I never saw this coming. But what stuff he got?
There's some things in there that nobody should see.
Like what?
Stuff that you wrote, just not good stuff.
Everybody clearly knows that I put my hands on Nikki, but nothing says that I beat the shit out of her.
You're not stupid.
Okay, well, they're going there. Like it or not, they're going there. So I guess you need to clean. They only have a certain amount of time to prosecute you, bring you to trial. But they're going there.
You need to
Clean?
clean. Wow.
Has mama cleaned before?
And I could tell by the demeanor of Pops and Mom. Pops tired of this shit. Mom been enabling this shit. Mom been doing Mom is trying to clean up behind son because she know he ain't on.
Make excuses.
And clean up his dirty laundry. Here goes Tom dirty laundry again. Let me put it up behind him. And she's been doing that with his whole life. She's been coddling his ass. His whole life. She's still coddling him. She's telling him, hey, we don't want nobody snooping through your stuff. You got a lot of things we don't want people. Well, Mom, you need to clean. It wouldn't be surprised if we press play. She'd be like, okay, I'll go over there clean up behind you. And Dad probably been telling you need to let them motherfuckers hang.
Come on.
So whatever you're so worried about everybody seeing, get it on.
Yeah, well, there's a burn pile there. We'll have a big fire.
After hearing these...
Hold on, let's finish real quick.
She just told you.
I know. I hear
she just told you what she's gonna do.
Let me hear the next thing.
Statements about destroying evidence, the sheriff's office obtained a search warrant for Tom's home. None of the paperwork they found was bombshell evidence, but they did find Tom's phone, which blew the case wide open. On the phone, they discovered multiple videos that Tom recorded over the past 2 months where his horrifying abuse was on full display.
To everyone. You see, I touched Nicole a little bit with some cigarettes because I was trying to get Nicole to answer some basic questions about what's going on here, and she wouldn't say nothing to me. And I try to talk to her, and I try to love her, and I try to explain it. I just want to be 100% transparent because I think she's trying to set me the up. That even though she looks like she does, I'm trying to explain to her that there's a judgment coming. And if she thinks this is bad, wait until she gets to judgment because I want to make it very clear. This is my boat and I run this. And I just want to make it clear that I don't beat on Nicole. I don't beat on Nicole at all. I teach Nicole hard lessons out of love.
These videos, which Tom recorded himself, essentially guaranteed a conviction. Once he was evaluated by a psychiatrist and deemed competent to stand trial, he finally waved the white flag. He pled guilty to aggravated murder, and in October of 2022, he was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. He currently resides
the lesser time
at Ohio's Richland Correctional Institution, a prison that's shape accurately represents guys like Tom. As for Nicole's children, they are now happily living with their grandparents.
And they don't need to be with those
what
grandparents.
Tom's parents.
Yeah.
I just have so many questions because I just want to know, like, does she have family, like, in the state? Or just period? Or did he, because you know how something, because he's super controlling, cut you off from your family? I don't know, but rest in peace to Nicole, though. That's sad.
Maybe one day them kids will grow up and realize y'all enabled the shit.
You said maybe.
I said maybe the kids will grow up one day and realize they grandma enabled their dad to doing this. And low-key was gonna try to help clean his...
Yeah. Crazy, bro.
I could not, bro. I could not be around somebody. My mom was gone. I don't want nothing to do with my pops. And since your ass want to help him, no.
Because that's what I'm assuming that the kids are with his parents, since I'm the only grandparents we was introduced to. But it'll be a thing. You know how you put in kids in your dad is not. He's not this. He's not that. He's whatever. He's
because they probably gonna go all. They're trying
Yeah.
to clean.
That's sad.
Y'all spend most of man.
Please do.
Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
See
we are. We out.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me.